Hi guys, it's Kylie, and today I'm going to be doing the BookTube About Me tag by Harriet Rosie. I will have her channel and video linked down below for you. So, I actually just spent like 20 minutes filming this already, but there was like a bajillion different noises and trucks going on outside, and the audio was just so bad. If you hear anything, I'm sorry, but I'm hoping that me being farther away from the window this time will make it a little easier on your ears. I guess we can just get right into it. Question number 1. What is your job / what do you study? I'm going to be going back to school in January, at least that's the plan anyways, for my business degree. We'll see how that goes. That is months away. My job, I just work in a call center. It's nothing fancy. It's nice. It's comfortable. I don't hate it. Question number 2, what is your favorite social media channel? I'm not quite sure if this pertains exactly to BookTube or if it's just all of YouTube or all of social media. I'm just gonna stick to YouTube for this. As far as BookTube goes, I've mentioned it before, I really like Olive from A Book Olive. I also watch a lot of like Shane Dawson and all those bigger kind of YouTubers. I also really like X Sparkage. She does like makeup. She's part of the beauty community. Question number 3. If you had another channel, what would that channel be about? Well, I actually did used to have another channel. I had 2 actually. One of them is actually this one, but I've been revamping it. I used to do like pregnancy videos and mommy vlog stuff, but that took a giant nosedive. So I'm not doing that anymore. I used to do skits and stuff. But if I were to do another channel that isn't BookTube, I think I would probably aim for like maybe like a drama channel or like commentary. Just kind of put my thoughts out there, because that's ultimately what I like, is to be able to have a discussion, to talk about things that are interesting. Question number 4, do you play any instrument? Well, I've always sang. I sang my whole life. I still sing. I do it purely for myself, but I had done choir all growing up, and in middle school I briefly played the clarinet. I also have a ukulele that I would like to self-teach myself to play, but I don't know if I'll actually ever get around to that. Question number 5 is, what hobbies other than reading do you have? So I play a lot of Sims. I play a lot of Sims 4, I've played Sims 3 and Sims 2. I love Sims, okay? I love Sims. I listen to music a lot and often. I like to sing. I don't know, I'm really not that interesting. Question number 6, what's your favorite TV show? Okay, I don't watch a lot of TV, just to get that out there. If I am going to watch TV, it's usually what my husband has playing, which is some sort of show. Rarely ever do I watch something that I just like, oh, I want to watch that, I have to watch that. It's usually just a bunch of like Friends reruns or like New Girl reruns, just a bunch of sitcoms that I like to just have on in the background while I'm like scrolling through Facebook or something. I am really excited about Ozark. I'm not sure if season 2 is out yet or not. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but I'm excited about that. I also am excited about Santa Clarita Diet. I mean, do with that what you will. Question number 7 is, what got you into reading? I have to put a little bit of a backstory out there, and I think I briefly touched on it in another video I made, but I didn't read a lot growing up. Most of my getting into reading happened after graduation from high school. That being said, I still had an interest in books and writing. I've always had an interest in literature. Didn't read though. I started collecting different books and I had every intention to read them, even though I didn't get to half of them. I don't even know if I have them. I might have some of them. I picked up the Divergent series trilogy. I liked the first one. The movie was coming out. Movie was terrible. Fight me. Then I kind of stopped reading a little bit. And then I picked up later Cinder and the rest of that series, the Lunar Chronicles, and then from then on I completely fell in love with reading. Okay, moving on. Okay, question number 8 is, what is your favorite and least favorite genres? I had to think about this one just a little bit, because honestly no book is completely out of the draw for me. If something sounds interesting, I'll put it on my TBR. I'll have every intention of reading it, but there are a couple things where I just kind of notice that I draw away from and things that I draw toward. I notice that I reach for a lot of sci-fi, horror, thriller, fantasy, that kind of thing. My least favorites, I put down romance and like detective things. Like if I'm reading a synopsis and it seems like just this romance book, no shade, I just don't, that's not my thing. As far as detective stuff, FBI agent so-and-so works for the CIA or something like that, that's just something I read it and then, oh, it's just not something I'm interested in. It's not completely off the table, but it's not something I am that interested in. So those would be my least favorites. Question number 9. What book defines your childhood? As I've said before, I never read a lot as a kid, but there is one book that I remember reading. I think it was like 3rd, 4th grade. In the 3rd and 4th grade, I had this book. It was a children's Halloween book, and it was Bat Bones and Spider Stew. I don't recall the author's name right now, but I can stick in a picture somewhere and leave a link down below for that. It was super fun. I always remember reading it. I read it multiple times, and the best part about that book actually was in the back there was this like milkshake. I think it was a milkshake recipe. My mom made it for us over like summertime. It was just a grand time. That sticks out in my mind the most. You'd think I'd say Harry Potter or something, but I didn't read Harry Potter as a kid. So, yeah. Well, I take that back. I read like a couple of them, like when I was trying to like get better at reading, but it didn't really go anywhere. And the last question is to tell you about some facts about me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and list them off. I'm 23 years old. I'm married. I have a 2-year-old son. I skipped 11th grade intentionally. I can say the alphabet backwards. And one of my favorite things to do is to edit videos. Honestly, I should have put that back with the other question, the one where it was like, what are your hobbies? But I didn't, so. I will have all the information linked down below for you. Thank you for watching. I'm really starting to like this whole booktube thing, and I actually gained some new subscribers, and I just want to go ahead while I'm at it and say thank you. I'm really glad you're here, and I hope you continue to stay. Bye!